Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing great. For me, this has been the best reading of all because it talks about a reality that we don't want to talk about with teachers, and it's how fearful we are to let the person get into the classroom. I don't want Clara to take part in my classroom. I want just to assume the role of the teacher, and we hide behind that curtain of me, of the teacher, of my expertise, of the bureaucracy, of the faculty, what the curriculum says I should or shouldn't do. And we forget that we're working and dealing with people, that they bring their own ideas, hobbies, interests, feelings, fears, and we can't. Sometimes we're so centered on the teacher thing that we forget the person. We forget we're dealing with people. We don't pay attention to what they really need, what they really are. And you know, coincidentally, this week I got this feedback from one of my students in one of my classes. And the feedback was totally about me as a person. I mean, she said that I was a great teacher, but most of the things that she said were about the person. And I said, wow, sometimes we are there in front of these students, but they are not seeing the teacher. They are seeing the person. They are looking for the person. They are looking for the coach, for someone who to guide them. So it's really important to work on that. Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing great. For this week I have two golden nuggets, and they are both about the guide. First one is that in this week we're working with these kids that need some additional help or reinforcement. So I had to do the activities with those students that during the whole year didn't meet the requirements, and they have to stay for a little bit longer here. And let me tell you that they did it perfectly. I mean, I was surprised. I didn't know that they knew that much. I did the music mingle that was just to practice greetings and farewells, and let me tell you that they surprised me. They did it great. They practiced, they wrote, they spoke, they worked as a group. They did an amazing job, and I'm so happy for that. So that's a good thing to say. And also that I used the teacher's guide with an adult class that I have, one of the activities, and it was a blast. They had fun, they interacted, and I used it in a different topic. I used the name web, something like that. It's like about building a web and talking about things, and I did it talking about the family, and it was just great. So thumbs up again for the guy. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Pod. Good afternoon, Coach. This is Clara from San Cristóbal, and this is my last golden nugget of this beautiful and great diplomado, this beautiful learning experience we just went through during these 10 weeks. And I have to say that I'm a little bit sad that this is over, but at the same time, I feel so happy that we could accomplish this learning journey together. And I said we because I was not alone during all this experience. Thank God I had an incredible coach, very encouraging and inspiring for all of us, and also my peers. And that is the first thing that I want to mention as one of the most meaningful learnings I had in this diplomado. One of the most beautiful things I got from this diplomado is that community of teachers that was built, because now we're not just a pod. We are a group of teachers that care about quality, about teaching, about our students equally. I mean, they care about teaching and learning as much as I do, and that's something very valuable. also I have to say that this whole diplomado was an enriching experience for me. Learning many more things about reading, about writing, about listening, about speaking. It was incredible how much I learned. It was incredible how much I learned about myself and being a teacher, and how important it is to build my own identity in order to become a good teacher. For sure, my teaching is going to change from now on. Number one, because of the guide. I'm going to be using it on a daily basis as much as I can, I have to say, in all my classes. That's number one. Number two, my teaching is going to change because I think that I've become a more reflective teacher. We are not very used to writing and observing and taking notes on what's going on, but now I understand the importance of doing that, and I want to kind of experiment a little bit, and I want to have like a before and after. So from now on, I'm going to be doing a lot of reflection on my teaching practice, observing what's going on in my classes, developing strategies, and I'm going to write that down. Maybe I will let you know later what I got from all of this. And something that I also got from this beautiful diplomado is, I remember when we started, that they said we had to record this video every week and then record more videos to come into our teachers, to other teachers. You know, I was a little bit like, oh my God, no, I don't like cameras. But something that I gained from all these things, it's a little bit more of self-confidence, like looking at myself, listening to myself talking, having to use a camera that often. I think that I've gained more confidence in myself, and that's something valuable that I also got from this whole diplomado. Some of the things that I'm gonna be doing with the knowledge I got in this whole course is that I'm gonna be sharing with other teachers from my community, from my city, those ones that didn't have the opportunity to be part of this beautiful experience. For sure, I'm gonna be sharing with them, and I'm gonna be motivating them to use the guide, because it is worth trying and it's worth using it. And finally, I would like to say thanks. I would like to thank all the people that made an effort to make all these things possible. The Ramire, the embassy, Dominico, Americano, my coach, all you guys. I know that you've been working very hard to make this whole possible, and I know that we will see the results. It's gonna be fruitful for all of us. In a few years, we are going to say that we've got bilingual students, not only in high schools, but I bet that in primary schools, our students, they're gonna rock it for sure. So thank you very much, and I'm so thankful, I'm so happy to be part of this beautiful learning experience. Bye. Good morning. It is my pleasure to speak on behalf of my fellow teachers from England. Today, it is a great day for all of us, because it represents the finish line of a remarkable learning experience we all had. The Communicative Language Teaching and Reflective Practice Diplomado. And as we get to this point, it is imperative to say thanks. In that sense, I would like to first thank the U.S. Embassy in the Dominican Republic in the chair of its Ambassador Robin Burstyn. Thank you very much for the great support you offer to our educational system. It is highly appreciated, for it means a better life for our kids and future citizens. I would also like to thank Ramire, INAFOCAM, and ICDA, and all its authorities for understanding the importance of teachers' development and how it translates into more quality for our students. Thank you, Centro Espiral Mana, Mary, and all the outstanding people who worked really hard to create the American English Teachers Guide. Our schools and our students will never be the same. Teachers and students will be deeply grateful, because English classes will never be as they used to. That's for sure. And finally, I have to thank the group of coaches that guided us in this learning experience, Thank you very much for your support and willingness to help us grow as professionals and human beings. Thanks to all of you guys, we are now a community of teachers